Miranda, take a look at this pattern.
It looks Asian, but it's not something that I've ever seen before. It's really unique. Do you know where it comes from?
Well, let me see. This pattern, I think it is from the traditional Qiang embroidery.
You can see it on a lot of fashion products.
Well, it's definitely beautiful.
Yes, it is. Actually, I know a very famous Qiang embroidery master. She lives in a small and mountainous village. If you like, we can go and visit her.
Cool. That sounds great.
开山你到了啊，辛苦了啊，你们辛苦了。
杨老师您好，
你好，
很高兴认识你。我们专程过来跟您学习和了解这个枪绣。
欢迎。
In southwestern China's Aba Tibetan and Qiang Autonomous Prefecture, there lives an ancient ethnic group called the Qiang. For thousands of years, most of the Qiang people have lived high up in the mountains and thus are called the people in the clouds. Aba Prefecture is located in a seismically active part of the Longmenshan Fault, which is prone to geological disasters. And that was one of the reasons why it used to be a severely impoverished area in China. The Qiang people have no written language, but the richly patterned Qiang embroidery serves as historical records of the lives of local people. It is also one of the most dynamic cultural heritages in China. Yang Huazhen is a national-level inheritor of the Qiang embroidery. Right now, she's teaching this art to Qiang girls.
杨老师，原来你们这个枪绣是你们独有的一个记录符号是吧？就传播你们的文化啊。
是的，是的。
是吧？那我想知道，您作为传承人的故事，您是一直做刺绣的吗？
不是，我开过照相馆，还做过老师，还做过摄影记者。
哇，您的经历好丰富啊！
太丰富了。
那为什么后来决定做刺绣呢？
我带你去看一个地方吧。汶川5.12大地震，你知道吗？
知道。我当时也在北京嘛。然后我记得当时看报道啊，就是说这个是新中国成立以后，就是这个破坏性最强的。
是的，当时啊，我是一名摄影记者，必须要到现场的第一时间。哎呀，那个时候啊，天都黑了一样。四川汶川县今天发生机场案，上海部分高楼。我身边有些认识的人啊，他们都遇难了，其中还有枪绣传承。
On one visit to the quake zone, Yang Huazhen spotted a splash of color among the ruins. It was a bright flower embroidered on a dress. It was so vivid that it seemed to be a real flower that had grown from the ruins.
当时我们什么都没有想，要生产自救。我们就自发的成立了协会，组织了几十个老姐姐，我们就走出大山，我们去行手艺，这样来自己挣钱，回来建设我们的家园。
Being confident in the charm of Qiang embroidery, Yang Huazhen took a group of elderly ladies to the provincial capital of Chengdu and started a Qiang embroidery business to help them rebuild their homes after the earthquake. It was the first time for many of them to go out of the mountains.
老奶奶，你们都多大年龄啦？
今年84啊，我也84。
您多大年龄啦？
我67了。
我今年66岁。
我觉得你们真棒，真的。
特别健康，特别精神。那当年创业都遇到了什么困难呀？
当年我们走出大山去闯荡江湖的时候， 我们去到成都，我们这些老姐姐好多没去过大城市，过那个马路、红绿灯都不知道怎么走。有一个姐姐，我们一看别人了，看好了手牵手，她叫冲啊，我们就冲过去。
绣品也卖不出去，这个房租更不要说了，房租也交不上，哎呀，
很难过是吗？
我们混不下去，
真的是很难过。
我们要相信杨老师一定能成的。
Where there's a will, there's a way. 1 year later, the nannies received an order from the owner of a 5-star hotel in France. It turned out that he came to know their embroidery works during a trip to Chengdu. He was fascinated by the ethnic patterns and colors of Qiang embroidery. After returning to France, he immediately placed an order for sets of hand-embroidered bedding for his hotel. Stretching, hooking, wiring, embroidering, the excited nannies worked day and night for almost half a year. That order took their embroidery works to the world, helping them further diversify the sources of income.
09年的年底，我们接到了一个大订单，
是这个订单能问你多少钱吗？能说吗
38万
？38万呢？
给您点赞。
发财真的发财了！我想问一下，我能学吗？
当然可以，当然可以，但是要穿上我们的民族服装啊，
好，
这样来学习。
The local government has been increasing funding for intangible cultural heritage projects, helping the Qiang embroidery industry continue to grow. The success of the nannies has inspired the revitalization of Qiang embroidery and poverty elimination in Wenchuan. In 2011, Wenchuan officially transitioned from post-disaster reconstruction to development and revitalization. In order to further promote the Qiang embroidery industry and common prosperity, Wenchuan County launched the Women's Employment Initiative, which became one of Wenchuan's 10 most important projects focusing on the livelihood of local people that year.
哎呀，这真难呐，眼睛都花了呀，真的有难度啊。
是的，
I can't feel my fingers.
是的，
Miranda, I can't feel my fingers anymore.
Really?
想问一下，这个要学起来，绣出花来，要学多长时间
差不多至少3个月吧。
？3个月。
对，
3个月就够了吗？
要想绣的好，什么都能做啊，那么就要5年了。
5年，5 years。
对。
This poverty alleviation workshop is a hive of activity. People load raw materials onto the machines, and electric embroidery machines whir and produce batch after batch of products decorated with Qiang embroidery. Yang Mei is the general manager here and demands the highest quality in the products she makes.
这个漏布了，看到没有？
哎，杨老师，
稍微改一下。
我问一下，你们这么多东西，订单应该很多，都是哪里来的？
我们都是浙江长兴和义乌过来的。
In 2018, Wenchuan County took advantage of paired assistance to build connections with the large producing market in Zhejiang. Through the guidance of the government, the support of enterprises, massive participation, and market operation, a new mode of employment-oriented poverty alleviation was set up. So far, 37 workshops have been established in 7 towns in Wenchuan County, employing more than 1,500 villagers, 95% of whom are women, who earn more than 2,200 yuan, nearly $320 a month.
文化振兴是乡村振兴的灵魂。接下来，我们将大力支持和鼓励传承人，推动枪绣走向世界。
Hey, Miranda.
Yeah?
Isn't this the bottle that we were talking about before?
Yeah, this is the
It's the same
exact bottle.
design.
So
Yeah.
she's the designer of this pattern.
是的，是的。
哇哦
2个瓶子，跟他们的卸妆有限量版的设计。这个项目啊，我们一共这个项目收入800万。
800万呀！
In 2015, an international cosmetics brand bought Yang's design. That is Yang's first IP transaction. With other following orders, they finally earned 8 million yuan in that deal.
Wow,
Wow, look at the
so
colors.
amazing.
Butterflies and flowers.
这幅作品叫花儿垃圾，
花儿垃圾。
对，花儿垃圾是羌语，翻译过来是美好生活的意思。
哦
色彩和图案来表达女儿的心，
哦，明白。
是一本无字的情书。
特别丰富，而且这个
对，第一
花色
幅
特别多。
藤川牡丹，第二幅年年有余，第三是多子多福，第四这边是尊老爱幼，还有还没打开。
还有
这一幅就是刚才你看到瓶子上用的绿插花，
哦，
这就是那个花，
就是那个瓶子上的。
绿插花代表生生不息。
This is a very dynamic design team, consisting of doctoral students and university teachers from design specialty, as well as designers for international brands.
这个就是我的儿子冯阳。
老师好，
你好，
你好，你好，很高兴认识你。
妈妈以前也问过，她说怎么才能把我们的刺绣卖给年轻人呢？所以我们也在不断的思考，在创新。
The participation of young people has given Qiang embroidery new vitality. Not only do they create patterns and fashionable items that young people like, they're also using the latest digital technologies to create a database of thousands of Qiang embroidery patterns to ensure that the memories and creations of their ancestors are not lost.
这些孩子啊，他们有现代的，我有传统的，我们来相结合，所以呢，给过去一个未来。羌绣在我们这里是推动乡村振兴的重要力量。
This sheepskin drum is used in an ancient Qiang sacrificial dance. Legend has it that a goat stole the scriptures from the gods and was discovered by golden monkeys in the trees. Later, the golden monkeys told the gods that if the goat's skin was made into a drum, the scriptures could be passed down through the music.
这就是我们的羌绣，我们的灵感来源于大自然，因为我们是自然崇拜。
这个是我给您母亲选的生日礼物。
哎呦，谢谢谢谢谢谢。
这个是藏獒，它是我们雪域高原的守护神。
哦，那我就带回家，然后给我妈妈，让她守护我妈妈。
哎，
好不好
对，
意义很好。
谢谢谢谢。
高老师，您这个是牦牛
啊，我也有啊，谢谢。
对我们做的，它的穿着蓝色的衣服，戴着白色的帽子，代表着蓝天白云。
吉祥物，
太棒了，很喜欢，谢谢。
希望你们把我们的文化带出国门，带上世界，
好，没问题
让这朵民族艺术之花，绽放在世界舞台。
好，一定的，一定的。
The legend of Qiang embroidery has been weaved into the story of rural revitalization with colorful silk thread and a small silver needle. The expectation of a bright future can be seen in the eyes of the Qiang people. The survivors of the disastrous Wenchuan earthquake have turned around their fate and have lifted themselves out of poverty with their own effort. They have seen their ancient art of embroidery win the world's recognition. Today, China's rural revitalization drive is helping more and more people like Yang Huazhen succeed and bring more and more of China's cultural treasures to the world.